freaking click it, and I just did. Fortunately, I didn't like zoom in, so all I saw was the world map, and all I knew was that I was like, okay, there's apparently like lava way down there or something. Okay. More guns. I regret my actions, pretty much. Yeah, well, well, well. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Scumfy.
What's up, Laura? How you doing? Oh, can't go too far out in the water, I guess. I was wondering if I was like, wait a minute, can I just like wall this off and mess with them? Can't go too far. With making pictures of logic, you need to literally code each individual pixel. It's a pain. That sounds like something I'll never do. That's like oxygen not included. When you get to the top automation with all the switches and stuff like that, I don't know how to do any of that. I know how to do simple stuff like, if this battery is full, shut down power generator to save coal. Or yeah, things like that. I don't know how to do that craziness you're talking about. Next wave about to come. Let's see if the boats help out. Sometimes I gotta do everything myself. Oh no, if I go through there, it'll kill me. No. Dang it. Can't catch up to him. Too fast. Let's see. Let's look at power. Plus 150. It's fine now. Not as fine as it was before. The build range on this thing is crazy. It's not full programming with the terminal, it's basically somewhere where you connect boxes. I mean, you successfully convinced me to never even look at it. So, mission accomplished. Good job. Alright. Oh, there's no power line. I was like, why is it not working? There we go, plus 800. We're back in business. Don't know if we're gonna get to the end of this level tonight with how long it is. Some of these levels are long. And I still feel like I'm in the early game. I bet they're gonna get longer. Oh, I see an issue. Okay, there we go, that's reconnected. Do this, because there's not much else to do right now. Oh wait, did the boats stay where I left them? That kind of changes things, if that's the case. Because the planes, when I left controlling the plane, it went off to the default location. If the boats stayed still, you could kind of leave them where you want them. That's interesting. I just realized we've got quite a few gray belts here we could upgrade. Love when they do that. Oh, we just got that new, what was it, laser drill? Yeah. I mean, our resources are capped out pretty high. I don't know if we need it. What was the... let's see. Microprocessor and switch. Let's see what it says for switch. Toggleable switch. State can be read and controlled with logic processors. Microprocessor. Run a sequence of logic instructions in a loop can be used to control units and buildings. I have no idea what you just said to me. Alright. Air factory. Router. And these guys. There we go. Alright. I don't know if they're going to do anything, but we'll slowly build up those air troops again. We will build those guys up again. I did not mean to make that extra pump there. Oh well. More guns. Got a problem? Use a gun. That don't work? Use more gun. Meet the engineer. Which I guess hits extra close to home with how much I've been playing engineer lately. Yeah, it's like this. We got naval units there. Those one. Hold on. Let me go back up there again. Let me go take a little looky-loo. Can you speed up the wait, what did I just press? Wait, did I just start the next wave? Hold on. Can you start the next waves early? Alright, hold on. So I'm gonna put this here. And then I'm gonna leave. Dude, you can start the next... I had no idea! I thought you had to wait 40 minutes. No one told me you could just start them early. No one told me that. Next wave. Maybe we will get to the end tonight. I don't know. Not long till next Xbox event. I know, I'm looking forward to it. July, the expansion info. Oh, someone did Sylvanas, hang on. The expansion info and also the Legendary Armory in July. Really looking forward to those. This time on the last wave, control the naval units. Maybe I should, hang on. What's the control thing? Where's the building that controls the units? Command center. Maybe I should have them all down here and then just control them on the boss. Space pauses the game. Yeah, that one I know. Nice noise. Something broke. This guy. You're gonna do a live showing with ANET and comment as they give info. Maybe? You know, now that you mention it, this would be the first time they had a big patch where I had time to do that. Like, I've been a full-time content creator for 1 year, and I don't know that they've had any major announcements where, like, you watch them live on their Twitch channel in the last 1 year. Have they? I'm wondering if this would be the first time I would have the option of doing that. Because during all the other big announcements, I was freaking at work. I was at a 9 to 5 job. So I never had time to do something like that. So maybe that would be some easy content. You guys ever play a tower defense game where there's like a, you know, send next level button and you could just like hit it repeatedly and just bring like 3 waves at you at once if you were feeling really cocky? I'm thinking of that right now. Oh, there was, I don't know if I care. There was more water pumps here, though. Have you ever played Dungeon Defenders? Yeah, Dungeon Defenders 1 and 2. Great games. Never as a streamer, but yes. There's even a dude with a wizard hat. I actually don't like his builds, though. The Dungeon Defenders 1 had a summoner. And although, you know, everybody knows I love summoners, the summoner in that game, you know, all of the people in that game summon towers, but the summoner in that game, his could turn 360 degrees, which the others could not. And and he could move his towers around in between rounds, and it was really cool. I kind of hated how the end game of it forced you to have like a max level of every single tune. I didn't really like that, but that is what it was. In Dungeon Defenders 2, I mostly played, I forget her name. It was like a plant, she had nature powers, like a dryad or nymph or something like that. She like her towers were like, you know, beehives. And like it would just swarm the enemy with bees when they got close, things like that. Let's go ahead and start the next wave. I keep forgetting I have that option now. That's going to take some getting used to. Those tractor beam things are pretty cool. Like, most of the damage is coming from the scatters, which are firing basically just like flat cannons, and then the beams are doing a tiny bit of damage, but it's mainly just pulling on them and keeping them from flying away. Next wave. Isn't the Dryad Person Dungeon Defenders a crossover Terraria? Is it? I know Terraria has a Dungeon Defenders game mode in it. I didn't know the Dryad and Terraria came from, or the Dryad and Terraria was what, because both Dungeon Defenders and Terraria have like portal crossovers. Terraria has a Dungeon Defenders game mode in it called the Eternia Crystal, or something like that, or Army of the Old One. And it's a fun game mode. I've done it with my son numerous times. Now that you mention it, yeah, there is a Dryad in both games. I didn't ever pick up on that. I enjoy the Squire and the Mage from DD1. I really like the Squire. His buildings are fun, the Ballista. But of the original 4, I would say I like the Squire the most. Of the DLC ones that I played, I like the Summoner the most. Oh, also the Summoner could repair from anywhere on the map. So, like, you could play, like, right now, you got this top-down view. You could play the levels in top-down view and repair towers anywhere on the map, and other people would, like, run up to you. If you're the Summoner, they would bring you mana so that you could safely repair from a distance, because if they went up to repair, they'd have to get close and were at risk. So I remember doing stuff like that. Dummy thick walls. We gotta protect the core on this next one, guys. Hold on, something broke. Okay, I see it. Anything else? I wonder if when the plane crashes, if that does damage to the buildings, or if it's only their bullets. EV1 looked like Santa. Yeah, EV was the android. Oh, here we go. Pull it in. There we go. It's only the bullets that do damage? Okay. So the crash is just an animation then. Alright. This feels like I'm playing just a slightly different Total Annihilation. Like it's dumber in some ways and more advanced in other ways. I spent so many hours on Total Annihilation growing up. Just sitting there in single player, just bashing against like insane AIs just over and over and over and over and over again. I loved it. Might be careful with your power reserves and spamming waves. 4,000 right now. Oh, you mean because of all the guns going off? I gotcha. We could certainly make more reserves. Easy. Power's going up. Alright, next wave. Did we finish building that control building? Yeah, we did. I mean, it's having to replace ships, which means they're dying sometimes. Let's do... Where's the control building? Let's bring them all back here. Let's call everybody home. And then I'll try the control thing. Wait, can I only take a certain amount of these at a time? I guess so. And they're all dead. I am amazing. Are the boats coming back too? Yeah, they are. Okay. That scared me. For a split second, I thought those were enemy boats. How are you using copy-paste, and are you able to place more than one? When I hold... Okay, I rebound some keys. When I hold Q, I could drag a line, and I could do this. However, if you hold Q... and do, like, I can't drag the belt like the proper way of placing it. If I middle mouse wheel on a belt, then I can treat it just like I got it from the build menu. It's kind of like they took the feature of the Factorio copy-paste and they split it into two separate features. I don't like it. I wish it was just, you know, both of them in one, but that's how it is. Striker beams are really helping. Oh, we got a... Is that a boss? No, it wasn't. It didn't have a health bar. Okay. Last one. Is that the Guardian there? That thing? Or is this it? No, that's a cloud of smaller troops. Wait, I think they're gonna go down over the way. Can I zoom? Oh, I can zoom out the minimap. Oh, that's nice. Look at me! Don't look at my face! Dude, it still shot at my core! You scary mucker! It's still shot at my core. Chat, we beat the level. We beat the freaking level. Oh my goodness. It's like the thing had multiple guns, and one of its guns was taking cheeky shots at the core the whole time. Cheeky bugger. Alright. Did everything else survive? I think so. Boss is one up, yeah. Alright, cool. And that's another one down. So, Windswept Isles complete. What does that unlock for us? Biomass synthesis facility. Stained mountains, overgrowth, salt flats, tar fields, extraction. Holy crap. I wish there was a way to make your minions smarter. So that you didn't have to do it yourself. Okay, cool. We are going to pause there for the night, my friends. We're going to pause there for the night.